Check it out. The Millennium Bride, 1906. I found this at Goodwill, and I'm a sentimental type, so I was like, whoa, cool, because I cracked it open. It's this big-ass binder, as you can see. And it sounds like it was compiled by somebody's grandchild, maybe? So, yeah. Preface. Although Millennium Bride contains time-tested recipes, it is also laced with my grandmother's wisdom. Catherine, Cassie, was born on 1891 and became a new Millennium Bride in 1906. She married at 15 and by 29 had borne 10 children, which to me is ridiculous nowadays, but learning young about survival in a hectic home. In her spare time, she helped her neighbors as a midwife. To protect a healing wound, she'd heat brown paper in the oven, then secure it over the wound to keep it clean. It wasn't important that she didn't know then. Wait, hold on. It wasn't important that she didn't know then she'd sterilized the bandage. She told me farmers covered cuts with spider webs. Whoa, that's a cool sentiment. They didn't know why it stopped the bleeding, they just knew it did. That the web formed a matrix of support for the clot to form and wasn't important. So I think they're just saying that they didn't know about the science, they just knew it worked. In like manners today, modern men and women are so busy they don't always want to know the whys of successful happenings. Only give them something that works and it is simple to complete. If inexpensive factors in, all the better. Besides recipes, there were a myriad of shortcuts and hints for life in general. Some of Cassie's remedies included disinfect counters and appliances with equal parts of white vinegar and water, kept handy in a marked spray bottle, she'd say. Ants hate the smell of vinegar, they'll move next door. When I was young, I wondered what ant told. I think she's saying, like, did she talk to ants? In here, there's a bee sting having to do with onion, meat tenderizer. I've heard that work. I've had that work in real life. Ice cube loosens gum from hair. So, like, all these, like, home remedies, you know, that people found out. And I always kind of wondered, I wondered who tried all this goofy stuff and figured out what caught, you know. So this is like a huge thing. It's mainly recipes. Preface, kitchen hints, general hints, childcare, stain and stuff removal, equipment, oven settings, seasonings, definitions, equivalents, substitutions, appetizers, dips, breads and muffins, breakfast meals, casseroles, fish, meat, and poultry sauces, soup, stews, and chowders, salad dressings, vegetarian dishes, candy, desserts, toppings, pie fillings, drinks, and farewell. But they really went through the time, okay? There's stuff in my life, like obviously I don't have the experience this woman had, but there's a lot of stuff, mainly on the mechanical realm, that I was figuring out when I was trying to take notes. And I almost over-documented. I was just like, if I found something out, I feel like I had to record it, you know? And that's what they did here. I mean, these are all laminated, really nice, easy to read, because they're typed, of course. I don't know. I almost want to, like, use this. I would feel, like, closer to this stranger who passed away, and I feel like I'm honoring their life by using this. But, I don't know. I bought it because I was at Goodwill, and I was like, this is cool. Let's go to the farewell. This is copyright 2000, it says. Library of Congress. Huh. Oh. All rights reserved except recipes. Share them as Cassie did for me. So let's fast forward past the eye-round roast beef, past the beef stew. Oh gosh, I'm so hungry right now, I just realized. Okay, anyhow. Past the sugar cookies and the couscous and the pie fillings. Let's see what the farewell says. Linda Williams. Okay, you ready? I'm going to read this whole page. Farewell, Millennium Bride. Well, it's time to say goodbye. I've enjoyed sharing my grandmother's wisdom and lessons learned along this road of life. One thing I'm sure of, life is what you make of it. When I was 30 and our children were 2, 5, and 7, their 32-year-old dad, who would have given the world to make them happy, suffered a fatal heart attack. Oh, wow. And was gone in an instant. At 32? Okay. I learned in those next 5 years of widowhood. What? Hold on. I learned in those next 5 years of widowhood that happiness can't be sustained from someone else. It must take root within. I feel like, yep. I think we all know that, or I think a lot of us know that. But then that doesn't mean you shouldn't let somebody in, right? As I progressed through stages of sorrow on the road back to peace, I discovered that anger is destructive. In its prolonged presence, nothing good can evolve. I had to let it go and get on with constructive dreams. With medical advances and better nutritional guides, people are living longer, more productive lives. I've always loved writing and wrote my first poem at 7. In nursing school, I ended a poem to a friend with, "To fret about the future is to die before you're dead." Yeah, right? Yeah. I call these living deaths. That was my word, sorry. I fiercely clung to that philosophy during those sad years. Reality took precedence over dreams of publishing. My first book of children's rhyming stories and poems was published. Better late than never. When I was 50 years old. Hold on. That kind of got to me too. So my dream was a little late in coming, but I refused to give up on it. Everyone needs a dream when the going is hard. Hold on to your dreams while cooking. Man, hold on. Alright, I should have known a farewell could have been emotional, I guess. Hold on to your dreams while cooking meals, working, raising children, believing them into reality. There's time for you. No matter how impossible it seems, find 15 minutes a day that is all yours. It's only 1/4 of an hour. There are 96 such periods in a day. Make one yours. Whether it means getting up 15 minutes early in the morning or soaking in a warm tub at midnight after clothes are folded, please do it. That's when dreams are born, nurtured, and preserved. Lastly, smile at least once a day. If it seems that there is nothing to laugh about, go hunting for it. Children are great at making an adult smile. If you don't have one of your own, borrow a friend's for a few hours. Take them out to eat. Listen to them talk about their world. Help them to laugh. The bikers. Once a month when our children were young, each one had an afternoon or evening out alone with Mom. It was an especially needed time after they were left without a father's love and presence. I learned a lot about my child in those few hours, and each one loved being specialed out. Yeah, being specialed out. Yeah. Now that they're grown and busy in their own lives, they still take time to call and say I love you. Now they take me out sometimes for a few hours and listen to me. I feel blessed. Goodbye and good luck. May your dearest dreams come true. Linda Elizabeth Williams. So thanks, Linda, for making this. Now I have it and it's in good hands, and I think I'll use it as a guide for food when I can and try to get into cooking more. And although I don't have children and don't plan to, I don't think, I respect all of this, and thanks a lot. The Millennium Bride, married 1906, copyright 2000. Forever. See ya.